So the CEO of Marumo Gallants has said a very, very bold statement. He said, I will make sure that Ngema and OTLADISA stay put at Marumo. Boom! There we go. Hello and welcome to Kosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Kosi Football Club. And in today's video, we'll talk about Celimpilo Ngema. We'll also talk about OTLADISA. Now, before we continue with the video, I'm not doing a live stream today because I'm sick. If you look close, you will see. Oh my God, I don't even know which side, but I think I have chicken pox, so I had to come back from work early. So I'm making this video early because I'm not sure how I'll be feeling in a few hours. Anyways, let's move on. So Chiefs, we know we've been linked with Celimpilo Ngema, and Kaizer Junior came out and said, nah fam, that ain't happening. So we know Gutivele that was never happening. However, when it comes to OTLADISA, we were not sure what would happen with him because he's a winger and Chiefs are looking for a winger. And even if we sign Umodi, we'll still need another winger because in our wing positions, we don't have enough depth. So OTLADISA was another signing that makes sense for most people. But Tige Manje, the CEO Marumo Gallants is saying he will make sure those guys don't come to Chiefs because they are trying to compete and they don't want to let go of their good players. And to make sure that he doesn't contradict himself, he then went on to say, oh, remember, we just lost Ndlondo to Pirates, so we don't want to lose more players, which makes sense. But it also says, Chiefs, if you really want them, you will have to convince us, and I mean convince us financially, because right now we will not be letting go of these players. So it could be just another trick. Yoguti, he was like, okay, this is my shot with Isolezwe, I'm gonna take it, and I'm going to make sure Oguti Chiefs is well aware Oguti, if they even think about coming for OTLADISA, the price will be very high, because itone yakhe it's different from itone yalomjida lo we what's his team, yes, ETS Galaxy uthi, yeah, ukuthi it's different because yena with uMsimango he said that if any team comes with a convincing offer, he won't hold on to the player, he will let the player go. Chiefs didn't come with that offer, ended up extending his contract. But now with the OTLADISA, we haven't even submitted like anything as far as I know. And the way that he says it, the CEO, it makes you think, well, then that means Chiefs has not submitted it. So he's just letting them know, if you think about it, just think very carefully because you'll have to pay a lot for these players to go, which is reasonable. I mean, after all, we can talk about how teams are making Chiefs' lives difficult and all that. It's business. If Nama had good players, I would make sure I get as much money as I can get from them. Given OTLADISA before he played for Marumo Gallants, I didn't know him, so he brought them to the spotlight in a way. So I would want to benefit something from my investment. So it kind of makes sense. If you're enjoying this video, by the way, please make sure to like the video. My eyes are also very painful. Anyways, let's move on to the other issue. Well, it's not the issue. It's another link that we have. So we talked about that's how much I did not believe that link was true. But now there's another guy from Amazulu, Sandile Khumalo, who is linked with the Chiefs. So he's a center back, and apparently, according to Kickoff, if Chiefs fails to sign Uluk Flus, which is going to happen, they're going to fail to sign Uluk Flus, they are looking at signing Sandile Khumalo. Sandile Khumalo is a center back, as I said. This season, out of the 13 matches that Amazulu have played, he has appeared only twice. 2 times in 13 games. I don't get it. Abadlali can move from their teams and come to Chiefs. Bekade behlale benchini, and then kade bedlala in their teams, and then they can come and sit on the bench with Chiefs. Not ukuthi silande umdlali who is already sitting on the bench. What value is he going to add? Like we Chiefs, really? I don't think that makes any kind of sense. So it could be just one of those links. But if you ask me why is Chiefs even linked with this player, well, for starters, January he's entering his final 6 months of his contract. So there you go, pre-contract vibes, free player, free transfers, and we vibe with that. We like signing players for free. So that's the case. However, I also read to Amazulu have tabled an offer for him to extend his contract, which I also don't get. Well, I do get because they want a backup player, Kwabona. So we can't be signing backup players from other teams. We're supposed to be signing starters in other teams, and maybe they can come and be backup with Chiefs. I know it sounds unfair, but Chiefs is bigger than Amazulu. I know they've grown a lot. I know they eliminated us, BMTNA, but come on. Regardless, Chiefs is still a bigger team, and we can't be signing bench warmers from other teams and bringing them to our team. But if you know him, maybe he's a good player. Ngitshele kuma comments, do you think indaba kaSandile Khumalo is realistic? If you've watched him play, do you think it's a good idea to even sign him? And what about OTLADISA? If you had a choice between OTLADISA and Umoti, like who would you prioritize? Who would you sign first? Feel like I know the answer, but most people will say OTLADISA. But I will rephrase my question and say this. If Chiefs signs Umoti, is there still a need to sign OTLADISA? I'm asking you. My thought is yes, we need depth. But down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and until next time, remember, equals.